Hello, Twitch viewers! Ashley Winsong here, always searching for new stories and dreaming new dreams. And I know this isn't normal for me, but there are two reasons for it. One, I actually have been looking to actually try to push myself to stream on Sundays, even if maybe 30 minutes later or something, since I do want to stream more and not just 2 days a week. And I don't even know how to say this. I mean, at least I'm trying to push myself to stream, but I need to do it a little bit more. I guess it's sort of a pet peeve for me at this point. But yeah, I'm at least for now on, before something drastic changes, I'm gonna be trying to push myself to streaming Sundays now. A little bit late, but we're gonna see how that goes. The other reason, and ironically enough, this is actually kind of important. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow since there's going to be company coming over. I mean, it might not be later at night, and I might be able to at least do an afternoon stream, which would be different. But we'll just have to wait and see. So, at least just in case I don't do the stream tomorrow, at least I'm doing the stream now. And today, or tonight, with how dark it's getting, I am going to be continuing the Toad murder file, Blue Toad murder files. You'd think I remember these things, and I forgot to bring up the app, cause I'm a genius, right? Because otherwise, I can't do much. I mean, I technically can, but you guys would have to deal with the annoyance of the endless scenery thing. There we go. So last stream, uh, we discovered that the gardener for the church was the one who stole the items, but apparently he was doing it for somebody else. And I have a feeling this somebody else was also involved in the last crime because apparently the librarian decided to burn part of the town hall, but before she could tell us anything more, she basically suffered a hit and run moment. So yeah, now we got 3 bodies. And good grief. Just how dangerous is this guy? Or desperate? Well, I have a feeling the more we're going to learn about the past, and I have a very big feeling it has to do with the past, the more we're going to really get into it. So, let's get to it. Gotta check on this. There we go. And let us play. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Oh well. Play Blue Toad. Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking something, but since I'm not expecting to drive anywhere, I figured might as well enjoy myself a bit. Blue Toad Murder Files, Mystery of Little Riddle. Let's see. The next episode is episode 4, Death from Above. Oh boy.
Hail and halloo! The Blue Toad Murder Files delves once more into the mysteries of Little Riddle. I will be your narrator and guide as you explore Death from Above.
I gotta admit, even if this theme was from 2010, I kind of like how this was created so far, especially since this would actually be good for those in school, like maybe 4th grade and above, since a lot of the puzzles we gotta solve is... It actually reminds me of the puzzles and whatnot I used to do back in school. Of course, that's probably just me, but let's get to the story.
How many players do we have, Choose
1.
your...
Her. Again.
Welcome, oh wise one,
Yeah,
to the
wise.
lovely little village of Little Riddle.
Which reminds me,
However,
just in case.
dig below the sugar-sweet candy-pink surface, seemingly perfect rural gâteau, and you uncover the rotten, oily green meat pie beneath. The chief ingredient of this rancid banquet, murder.
Yep. Can't forget that one.
The librarian has become the latest victim in the insidious scheming of an as-yet unnamed criminal mastermind. She joins the mayor of Little Riddle, who was killed by the miller, who was then himself murdered. A seemingly separate incident, the burglary of stately Riddle Manor, may yet prove part of the whole. The statue-stealing thief was Moses. He is not talking to the police, and what began as a brief sojourn has become one of the most challenging investigations ever undertaken by the Blue Toad Agency.
Ah, the graveyard.
Highlight where you want to go and click. The funeral for the librarian has just begun.
Wait,
as you arrive.
Librarian? Just her?
We are gathered here today to remember the life of Margaret Tess Madding and to seek understanding in the face of the bleak reality and a universe that often seems not to acknowledge our existence. Let us pray. O great God of 1,000 faces, we who are mere funerals are most useful, are they not? Here you get to study the reactions of those left behind as you seek to uncover the guilty party. It seems you're not the only one to think thus.
Oh? Oh.
I thought I might find you here. Listen, I'm not sure about you, and that's a fact. You might have been right in the past, but that just makes me suspicious. I want no more trouble from you, and no more interfering, all right?
Nope.
Or I will run you out of town. Sharpish!
Heck, good luck with
But
that.
in ageless eons, even death may forget about you and wander off. Go in peace, my children, while you can. Amen.
Amen.
While the inspector moves to intrude upon the grief of the mourners, you notice the vicar beckoning you to a quiet corner of the churchyard. He seems rather glad to see you. I saw you standing over there in the sacred shadows.
What?
Did you see who attended, or would you like me to identify them and tell you how they were arranged? Well, it's always better to be sure and certain.
Jeez. Well, here goes.
The librarian's funeral was well attended.
Indeed
Can
it was.
you work out where everyone stood at the burial?
I can try. Let's see. Victor wants there to be an equal number of mourners along each rope. Well. It's stupid, but it's all that I can think of. Wait a minute. Well... Oh, hopefully this is right.
Let's see how you did. No,
Dang it!
no. Try again, perhaps.
Yes, try again. Wait a minute. No, that can't be right. Please. Wait a minute. This might be it.
Let's see how
Maybe.
you did. Correct.
Oh, thank God. At least I was on the right
Great,
track.
Scott. That was fast. Maybe you should slow it down a tad and try
Yeah,
thinking next time.
that was my fault.
Never mind. Allow us to patronize you by giving you this silver medal.
Well, could be worse.
I wanted to speak to you away from that thrice-damned inspector. I want to help Moses. Something is afoot.
Oh?
Moses would not have done such a heinous thing as he is accused of without a serious motive. He came to me years ago after his wife died, and his son ran away.
Wait, his son?
Something to do with the miller, I believe.
What?
He has lived peacefully from then until now.
What?
Only his past haunts him enough to stir up such passions. Please investigate on his behalf. But first, let us pray together in the church. I won't take no for an answer.
Well, it could have been worse, and apparently we have another ally. A strange one, but an ally.
On approaching the church, you see the vicar is struggling with the door and his burden of religious
no.
literature. There's a parable in this somewhere, only you're not sure he'd know it. Instead, you offer to help open the door. Ah, bless you, many thanks. The key is old and has come apart, and I can't work out how to put it together again.
It's gonna be a puzzle
My
mystery,
eyesight
isn't it?
Isn't what it used to be, you know.
That's fair. I can understand that. The key to salvation. Oh, haha, very funny.
The
Thing is,
vicar's old
some
key
people
has
will take that very
broken,
seriously.
And he can't open the church door. Can you figure out the sequence to rebuild it?
Only one way to find out. Whew. Uh-huh. It's a pattern. Let's see. Flag. This. Then oval. Then point. Then that.
And your result is... shame, Matt.
What? How could I have gotten that wrong?
You're surely not going to let this beat you. Try again.
I know I had that right. Point. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wow. They got me good with this one. So point is actually supposed to go here. Which means this remains here, this here, and this nope, not there. Not there. There we go.
Let's find out how
That's what I
you
get for
did.
jumping the gun.
On the button.
Another silver.
All wrapped up already? Great heavens! And while you get your breath back,
Really?
it's my duty to inform you, you got bits wrong. Congratulations! Your moderate
Still,
success
3
has
minutes
gained
and
you
30
a
seconds to
medal
figure
of
that pattern out?
mediocrity.
Yeah, this might actually have been made for those in school. Because some of these puzzles are actually tricky to figure out, I will admit that. But then there are others like this.
Clicking the mouse in 5.
Okay,
4.
okay. Ugh. Jeez, you're pushy.
Most excellent. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
I wanted to ask a Samaritan such as yourself,
Oh?
what is your denomination?
Denomination?
There's a touch of the dark to you, and I...
Hmm?
Oh. Fortunately, before the vicar can continue this distinctly unecumenical discourse,
Oh?
there's the sound of someone approaching the church.
catch us sinners. Why? Ah, there you
Oh
are.
no.
Got some
The
important
duck
intel
man.
for you, what?
What?
I found out that... Mommy!
No! Are you kidding me? What the hey?
Do you think he's all right?
That block fell from the belfry.
There's not a moment to lose. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a story
What
if
the
you
heck?
caught the suspect red-handed. And as they've probably escaped already, let's see if you've been paying attention.
Was not at the librarian's funeral. Hotel manager. According to the vicar, what seems to be one of the reasons behind Moses' action? Wait a minute. Barely figured that one out. Shoot. What was her name? Margaret! I barely figured that one out because I faintly remember the constable calling out Maggie. At the funeral, why did the vicar actually come to the church? Open with the door. To pray.
That clean sweep of questions puts you most resoundingly in my good book. I hope I haven't delayed you too long. I wonder what evidence awaits you in the bell tower.
I wonder too.
You rush up to the top of the bell tower, but have you been fast enough? Regardless, you've been a little too fast for the vicar.
Oh. Oh my.
I can't.
It's okay.
We'll
Take your
come
time.
back to him in a moment. It is dark, dingy, and dreadfully dusty up here.
Mm-hmm.
As though confirming long-held suspicions, you discover that the vicar really does have bats in his belfry.
What?
Not to mention some worryingly large spiders.
Eh?
While you're here, you decide to ring the bells and alert the village to the Colonel's murder.
That's actually not a bad idea. Ding dong, oh my god, that is horrible! I mean, it's basically making fun of the
lies
song.
dead, and the town
The song
must be
"The
alerted.
Witch is Dead" from
Can
Wizard
you
of
follow
Oz,
the
but
rules
dude,
and
that's
ring
terrible.
the bells correctly?
In order to reach all the corners of town, the ring has to be exactly 100 loud. You can ring the bells multiple times if you think it may be necessary. Oh, I see. I have to ring so many times for... Let's do one so far. And, since we're gonna definitely need this... Oh, hey. Might as well use the calculator app for this. Let's see. 16 plus 24 plus 17 plus 39 plus... Oh, shoot. Definitely not 23. So... In fact, let's remove 39, put back 23, minus 23, 73. So 73 plus 24? 97. Hold on. $73 plus 16 plus 16 equals... Nope. This is gonna be tricky to figure out. 39 plus 17 plus 24 plus 23 plus... Dang it! Oh, good grief. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 17 plus 17 plus... Wait, what? 17 plus 17 plus... What the hey? 17 plus 17 plus 39 plus 24 plus... What the hey? Ooh, this is tricky as heck. Like, really tricky. Seriously, what the hey? Come on. No. Come on. Where? Okay, okay. I think I got it. God, I hope I'm right about this. Oh, shoot!
Are you correct? Let's
I forgot to remove the 39!
No. Try again, perhaps?
Yes, try again.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Correct.
Okay, at least I got that right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I dozed off. Are you done?
Yeah, I got a bronze for
Great.
that. I deserve
Oh,
it.
good grief. After all that, you still made mistakes? Ah, yes, the bronze medal. The very embodiment of our contempt for you.
Oh, hush you. At least I'm trying, unlike you.
My goodness. I say, that was a little much. Still, everyone should have heard your alarm. Now, what is going on over here?
Huh?
The puffing priest has spotted that one half of the belfry is remarkably clean.
What?
Furthermore, some of the high-pitched squeaking isn't bats, but in fact one old bat singing while she polishes a bell.
What the?
Oh, hello, dearies. Fancy meeting you up here.
What are
Gave
you
me
up?
quite the turn, all that bell ringing. Cup of tea? I should have some around. My, oh, my. Where am I?
The clearly confused Mrs. Gossip is an unlikely suspect, but still, you ask what she's up to.
Well, dearie, what with poor old Moses, that's him from here, not him from the Bible, in prison. Someone needs to do the cleaning around here. Thought
But
I'd
he's
start
the
at top
gardener,
and
not the
work
cleaner.
down, like she's always saying. Her from the telly, not her from the lodge. So much to do. Though the doctor, lovely man, he's always telling me to take it easy at my age. Always looking out for me. Take it easy, don't fall, watch that hot kettle. Not so close to the edge. Lovely man.
The doctor was here.
Doctor, dearie, up here? Where? I'm always seeing the doctor. Lovely man. He gives me pills. Lots of pills. Lovely man. Not like that one by the wisteria. No, he's not here. Up here?
Wisteria?
No, hardly. Lovely man, though. Do you take sugar?
The vicar leads Mrs. Gossip back
Yeah,
down
please
the stairs.
go downstairs.
Something is amiss, and more than just the memory of the increasingly confustigated Mrs. Gossip. You'll need to try to question her again. The Colonel's house needs giving the once-over, and another visit to the doctor is in order. Lots to do.
No kidding. Well, I guess we're sticking to the church for now.
It seems that little is sacred, and former mourners have become concerned Gorkas, perhaps as a Pavlovian reaction to the ringing of the bells. Someone is trying, however, to maintain order.
Oi,
Oh,
you
cool.
lot! Get back now, sharpish! You're hidden away of official police business.
In the way? Here we are in the middle of a murder spree that makes Hannibal Lecter look like a restaurant critic, and you say we're in the way?
He's not
You
wrong about
are
that.
hidden away, matey, and treading on vital police evidence. Unless you're just covering up your own guilt, hmm?
Good grief, is that the time? Funny how time flies when you're having fun? Which I wasn't. Hated it. Every minute. Right, yes, got to go.
With him out of the way, the inspector angrily beckons you over.
Oh no.
Hey, you!
What does he want? Another fine mess. Well, it's not like you're doing anything to help.
A
I
crowd
think I'm
of
starting to get
mourners
drunk.
stand between
If
you
not
and
tipsy.
Inspector Bragg. Can you figure out the fastest way to get to him?
I can try. Alright, here we go. Each path is marked with the time it usually takes to get from point to point in seconds. However, passing through the crowd takes 5 times longer than normal. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Time to bring out the calculator again. Because I might as well do this right. 2 times 5 equals 10. Wait a minute. 1 time... Nope. 1 times 5 equals 6? Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23 seconds so far. So let's try this. 10, 13, 16, 16, 21. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 10, 11, 21.
Let's see how you did.
Oh.
Exactly wrong.
What? What did I do
Would
wrong?
you like to try that puzzle again?
Seriously, what did I do wrong? I could have sworn I got that. Oy. Just in case, because I know I can figure this out. Let's see. Let's see. 2. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if 4, 5. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what I got. Okay, I think I got it now. I
Are
think.
you correct? Let's see. That's the one.
Oh, thank God.
So, you decided to join us. How nice.
Another silver,
oh,
right?
And look,
No,
you took
it's
a few goes to get
bronze. That's fair.
it right. Oh, bless. You participated.
Yeah.
You see this dead colonel here?
Yes.
Well, he isn't one. Or should I say, he wasn't
Wait,
one.
what do you mean he
I
wasn't?
recognised him straight off as that con man, Bert the Blag.
Con man?
After Lady Snobbish's wealth, no doubt. I was keeping me eye on him, but it seems I won't be able to do that anymore.
Hold on.
Keep this halt to yourself, right? And keep me posted on anything you dig up.
What?
Sharpish like.
Curiouser and curiouser. Putting this unusual brag effusiveness to one side for the moment, it's time to get on with your investigation.
Why do I
There will
have
be
a
times when you have to pick from a number of possible locations. Click on the left
Let's go
or
to the
right
Colonel's
arrow
house for
to
now.
explore the possibilities.
Yeah.
Inside the Colonel's house, there is certainly a lot of information on Lady Snobbish and her
Oh?
family. But none of the naive innocence of the Colonel is in evidence. There
What?
are undoubtedly clues to be uncovered here.
Oh?
After mere
What is it, boy?
moments, Watson uncovers a safe. This should contain something of interest.
Oh boy, here we go. Colonel's research. I mean, thing is, he did
The Colonel's
admit
safe
to
is
be
sure
trying to
to
do some
contain some
research on Mrs.
information.
Snobbish.
Can you work out how to open it?
Only one way to find out. Jump over a yellow piece with another piece to make it disappear. The safe will open when there is just one piece left on the lid. Ah. I see now. Oh, I can't do it diagonally. Cried. Wait a minute. Darn it. There's gotta be a way to do this. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oy. Seriously, how am I to do this? And I can't do it diagonally either. Oy. How am I to do this? Seriously. It's the same no matter what. Okay, let me try. I mean, it's a lot like checkers, but... I am so close. Dang it. I am so close. I think I'm almost about ready to figure this out. Just about, though. No. Crud. I think I almost got it. Almost. No. Dang it. Wait a minute. No, dang it. Dang it, how am I supposed to? Dang it. How am I supposed to do this? And it's already past 4 minutes. Ugh. Okay, so... Try... Here? Here. Oh, for the love of...
How did you do? That's the ticket.
Yeah, barely. But I still went over the time limit. At least I'm
Finished
assuming.
now, dear heart?
Yep.
Oh, good. And in the same year you started, too.
Yeah,
Mind you,
shut
no
up.
mistakes were made. That's something, I suppose. Only silver this time, not gold. Because you
Hey,
were
at least it's
rubbish.
something.
In amongst the trinkets and the little money are various notes the counterfeit colonel made on his research.
Oh?
It becomes all too easy to picture the man at work. Well. And the little mole wraps it up. Stone the crows.
I always knew the miller was really a snobbish.
What?
But I never knew he had a kid. A snobbish kid, too. Last of the line. That's one in the eye for Lady Snobbish. Throw me out, would she? Stuck up cow. Hope her wrist goes septic. Wonder if he knows he's a snobbish. I bet he does. I wondered if he was anything to do with all them other murders. Bet he was. Tied up loose ends, I think. Keeping it all quiet. Oh, now. There's nasty. Better be careful there. Mind you, there's money here. Maybe blackmail to both of them. Yeah. Ho, Bert. And a Merry Christmas to one and all.
It seems the fake colonel may have uncovered quite a conspiracy. Was it worth killing to protect?
And suddenly, I don't feel too bad that the Colonel's dead. Terrible as it is, coming from me. It says a lot, though, when I'm actually kind of glad the Colonel is dead. Because seriously, what kind of man blackmails both people?
You are hoping to
Even one
find
of them is
the
a murder.
doctor alone
Possibly.
and are in luck. Telling
Oh?
him about the unfortunate colonel and about Mrs. Gossip. You ask his opinion on her mental state.
What is going on in this village? I thought it somewhere quiet and peaceful, somewhere genteel. Sorry, this has been a rather trying few days. Mrs.
That's
Gossip,
fair.
yes. She's quite the nuisance, she and her sister, but also by far my best customer.
Oh?
I have tried to tell her to rest more, but it's an almost impossible task to get through to her. Her mental state degenerates daily. Very sad. Hardly think her capable of bumping off the old colonel, though.
You mentioned that Mrs. Gossip had thought she'd seen the doctor in the belfry.
Huh?
Well, there you are, you see. The poor dear saw me at the funeral, of course, but then carried the image with her. As I say, all very sad. Terrible thing about the Colonel. I was looking at some of the gravestones after the funeral, still thinking about that history book of mine. I heard the crash and came running. Too late by then, of course. Awful. Accident, perhaps? By the way, how are you? You have been very busy, I understand. Quite dogged. Quite persistent. Your own mental faculties holding up? Here, I have a little test for you. Try this.
Okay. Show me the money. I started to think there's a pattern with these
The
titles
doctor
to these
is
games.
concerned that your recent stresses may be harming your health. Will you be able to pass his test?
I don't know. Special concern, I drank at least half a glass of the honey wine. Which, admittedly, is... The thing is called, Viking blood. Not, actual blood, but you get my point. Move forward to empty it, jump over it. You cannot move coins backwards. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. I think I see where I got it booped up. Shoot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is strange. Usually I'm good with this. Oh, that's probably what I'm getting wrong. At least I think. Nope. Almost so. I think I almost got it. I mean, I think? No. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Wait a minute, maybe? Shoot. I think I was on the right track somehow. Somehow. Dang it. I did have it. How? Oh, for goodness sakes. Seriously, how am I supposed to do this? Let me think. Let me think. I used to be good at something like this. Wait a minute. At least I think that's... No, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. At least I think that's right. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that why? Shoot, wait. I think I'm getting it mixed up somehow. I think. Shoot. Shoot. I think I did goof up. At least I think that's how it's done. Wait. Do I go here? No. No, wait, yes. I think. What's next? Maybe here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That. So maybe. Oh, I see now. No, no, no. Now reset. Oh,
What
thank
will
God.
the ducks reveal? Splendid.
That took longer than it probably needed to, but
Oh, do you know I'd quite forgotten about you?
yeah, yeah.
All done now?
Let me
Jolly
guess,
me.
bronze.
However, you managed to be entirely
Or just
correct
silver.
in your sloth-like endeavors. So you see, there are
Okay.
prizes.
At least that was good.
Most interesting. Yes.
Hmm?
Still, nothing to worry about, I'm sure. I'll do some analysis and you can come and see me tomorrow. I'll have another test for you. Now, please, I have a great deal to do.
What was all that about? It appears you must wait until tomorrow to find out.
I
The
wonder why we
constable
need to
is
go to
looking
police.
more than a little distressed by the time you reach
What do you
the
mean?
station.
Whoa,
In
what happened to
fact,
that door?
He looks positively shocked.
Constable?
Thank goodness. Oh, I thought you were Bragg.
What?
Oh, I suppose I'll have to tell him eventually.
Tell him
He'll
what?
Just explode or something.
What's
Knowing
wrong?
time is short, and the inspector is likely on his ponderously plodding way back, you dig deeper. It's Moses. He's gone.
What?
Got out. He escaped. He must have had help. But even then, you should see the state of the wall.
What do you mean?
Quickly, you offer your services to assist in the rebuilding of the rather old and decrepit cell wall.
Okay. At least you give us an idea of what happened. Prison break. Makes sense.
Moses' escape from jail has left a hole where the wall used to be. Will you be able to repair it?
Only one way to find out. Oh, I see. At least I think I see. Okay, okay. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, shoot. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. No. No. Right, I don't have enough for... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it! Yes!
Ducks, drum roll. Splendid.
Woohoo!
My.
Ooh,
weren't
and I
you
beat the
in a hurry?
timer.
You
Woohoo!
made that look easy. Not an error in sight.
Well, barely.
Olympian intelligence deserves an Olympian reward.
Awesome. And at least the wall is fixed. But I wonder if we discover
As you
anything.
were engrossed in rebuilding the crumbling wall, Watson was having a good sniff about. With his help, you work out how Moses escaped and tell the constable.
Oh?
So, let me get this straight. One person knocked down the old wall, stopping that old clock at 10:05 in the process, and then took off with Moses? Oh, well, that's something I can tell the inspector. How embarrassing.
Ah, yes, the inspector.
Oh, goody.
Better if he doesn't find you here.
Good idea.
The death of the colonel has added another notch to the tally that is the Little Riddle death count. And the day's investigation has taught you much. I wonder, have you properly learned the lessons of the day?
I don't know. What was Colonel's real name? Bert. Because he called himself Bert in that flashback. What time was the clock at the police station? Shoot. Shoot. 10:05. Whew. What was about the Colonel's safe? Whatever disguise, pile of passwords. Oh, shoot. Part of a disguise? Oh, thank goodness. Which of these people were not staring at the Colonel's dead body? Her. Barely remembered that one.
Fantastic work. Your
Barely.
keen eye and attention to detail will serve you well. A new day dawns and your investigation gathers pace. The Doctor, Lady Snobbish, and Mrs. Gossip are all on your to-visit list. As too should be the Vicar, who might be able to help you track down Moses.
Unless if he hasn't been killed yet. Well, let's face it, that's probably part of the reason he
You
gets...
had hoped to find the
brought up.
Vicar here, but there's
What?
no one to be found.
What?
Seeing that someone has
Vicar?
been bravely attempting to clean up after yesterday's unpleasantness,
Oh?
you settle down to wait. Your meditative contemplation is interrupted by a surreptitious sound.
Huh?
Yes, that's the one. It seemed to
Wait.
come from behind the altar. Before you
Wait
can
a
reach it,
minute.
however, no! The Vicar brown trousers you. The clergyman with the clarion call of command draws you off to one side, rather abruptly.
I mean, so glad you're here. Blessed be. I needed your help with, the collection.
Yes, with the collection. Not at all convinced, you play along with the crazed clergyman.
He's hiding Moses, isn't he? The church coffers. This ought to be fun.
Despite all the death and murder in Little Riddle, the Vicar seems only preoccupied by his parishioners' money. Can you help him count his loot?
Mm-hmm. Six gentlemen gave £6 in 6 weeks, and 4 ladies gave £12 in 4 weeks. How many pounds will 12 gentlemen give 12 ladies give in 12 weeks? Kind of thing. Bring out the calculator again. times 12. 144. 144 times 2 equals 200. No, that ain't right. Wait a minute. 12 plus 12 equals 24. So 24 times 12 equals 288. But there's gotta be more to this. Uh, so how many pounds will 12 gentlemen give and 12 ladies give in 12 weeks? Uh, 6 pounds in 6 weeks. So, um, maybe it's 60? Maybe?
What will the ducks reveal? Correct you are.
Oh,
well
God.
done.
I don't even know how I figured that
Oh,
one
it's
out.
you. So sorry.
Oh,
Have
of
you
course.
finished the puzzle?
Well, at least you didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
anything wrong.
I know.
Have a silver medal. It's our way of saying do better next time.
Honestly, I was guessing.
Thank you so much for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The vicar motions toward the door, but you nip around him to the altar. Behind it, half in and half out of what you presume to be an old priest hole, is
Called
Moses.
it.
The vicar quickly puts himself between you and the cowering groundskeeper. You point out that the vicar's harmless handyman robbed Snobbish Manor. Who knows what else he's capable of?
Don't you see? He has been drawn from the path by some terrible influence. He claims it is his son, but I fear a darker
His son?
force. I should have locked away the books. He wasn't ready for the truths he saw.
Wait, what
Your
books?
mind is a whirl, with a great many questions, as you leave Moses in the charge of the vicar and continue your investigations.
Hope the vicar knows what he's doing. Cause not for nothing. You'd be considered as an
Interviews
accomplice.
with Lady Snobbish have been prickly affairs. Revelations about the Colonel win you no additional favor when you ask if he had mentioned anything about what he had found.
I'm sure I have no idea what that charlatan might have believed he'd discovered. I did not find his company tolerable.
I don't blame ya.
Know why, of course. Breeding will out. I'm sure no one will mourn his passing. Quite frankly, good riddance. Dreadful oik. Now, you may assist me a second time, as
Oh?
you did before with my bees. I strained my wrist the other day and
Oh.
find myself somewhat indisposed.
Oh my.
Look here.
A real buzz. Oh, good grief.
The bees in the ladies' garden are once again causing trouble. Can you help her find out where they are located?
I could try.
Now,
I swear, it sounded like she said a meow as she was going downwards. The number on the floor is indicating how many bees are in the 8 surrounding squares. The bees always occupy an empty square with no flowers. Are in the 8 surrounding squares. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a Oh, good. I can do that. I mean, it's a long shot of what I'm doing, but... I don't even know what I'm doing. That's the killer of it. In fact, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to actually pull up the video. Blah, 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 blah. Because I have a feeling I'm getting something mixed up with all this. I mean, I might have this right. I think. So... No, not there. Wait a minute, is this the same as the mine game? Like the minefield game? I think that's it. I think.
And your result is... Shame that.
What? What did I goof up?
Would you like to try that puzzle again?
Yes. There. 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 I'm pretty sure that's what I got before.
How did you do? Right on the money!
Well, this time I had it right.
What? Finished already? Don't pat yourself in the back quite yet. You made
Oh,
a tiny
hush.
mistake. Or 7. You were so close.
Yeah, yeah.
So simple.
Yeah,
if
simple.
that will be all,
You once again produce the picture of past Snobbish Manor residents. Can she shed any light on the identities of the individuals in the newspaper clipping the agency sent you a while ago?
That is my late husband's grandfather.
Oh?
I married into the family, you see, which is why there's
Oh?
no family resemblance. Now, I simply must escape.
You push one last question. The Colonel had mentioned another one.
Oh?
Were there any other Snobbish family members?
Such impertinence! No, there are not. My husband... Leave. Now, please be so kind as to not return. I do not wish to have to engage the services of that unpleasant inspector to insist on my behalf.
Well, that appears to be an end to that, though not to your investigation.
Her husband cheated on her, didn't he? Why else would there be a second Snobbish but might not know? I mean, he left and took the jewelry with him. And he did look sad before he got shot.
It is with a degree of trepidation that you once again enter the doily-covered world of Mrs. Gossip. You
And hopefully
ask
not with
about
her
the
sister.
previous day, only to have your
No
worst
offense.
fears confirmed.
What do you mean?
I was just saying just saying that I don't remember much about yesterday.
Oh
My
my.
memory isn't what it was. Something about the Colonel. That's the one with the one who... Would you like a biscuit, dearie? They're on the freshwater cods.
Huh? The gossip's mixed up. Oh boy.
Mrs. Gossip appears more senile every day, and has even started referring to her furniture by strange names. Can you make any sense of what she means?
Mm. Let's see. That's the anagram with the furniture. I feel carp. Elder Shrew. Stew, blue, moo, few, loo. Fleece of bat. Bat, sat, lat, cat, mat, fat. Lot of soot. Lot of soot. Sheet two once. Sheet two once. Shit once. Shit once. Shade once. No. Freshwater cards. We sort tea. We sort. Wait. We sorta. Elder Shrews. Wait a minute. Anagrams. Duh. Anagrams are mixed up words. Why did I goof up on that? Eternal. Sheed to once. No, drawers? No. Fleece of bat. Fleece of bat. Eternal. Kill if it is. I can't figure it out with some of these words. Dining table. Wait a minute. Dining table. Fireplace. 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 Or couch. Wait a minute. Sofa. Sit-in stool. Dining table. Dining table. I swear, I just heard something. Maybe it was just a game? I feel carp. I feel carp. Not sofa. Couch. It's gotta be because of the game. Let's see. That's the vestibule? No, no, that's not right. Trunk, chest. Shit. Dining couch? Dining chair? Fireplace. I don't want to keep relying on the video though. Couch. No table there. Trunk. Trunk. Trunk, chest. Kill of it is, it's not helping that they are putting together words. Eternal Bind has to be. Okay, I got that one right at least. Eternal... That I got right, too. Restore T. Sheet. Really? Here? What a card. Restore. That's. Wait, that's for the sofa? Huh. So maybe the shoe is apparently up there.
Are you marvelous or moronic? That's the one.
I would say moronic, considering I actually needed the video's help with that one.
Hold
And
on,
I only
you
had
sure?
2 right.
You don't want to think it over for another 2 hours, although you did get it all right. Small mercy.
Oh,
Never
hush.
mind. Allow us to patronize you by giving you this. You're about to make your excuses when you remember the photograph you discovered
Ooh,
at the
good
windmill
point.
some time ago.
Try showing that again.
Show it to her again, hoping beyond hope that she might remember something.
There's
Oh,
hoping.
now, wherever did you find that, dearie? Huh, my. That's Mrs. Wentworth.
Who?
Lovely woman. Very sad. Oh, that's little Charlie, their son. Well,
Charlie?
her son. Bless, such a serious little boy. Not
What?
like him up the road by the tailor, not the one by the allotments. Although he was a handful at times. She was married to Moses. That's
What?
the one at the church. Oh, that didn't go well. She had a bit of a roving eye, you know.
Oh.
Roved onto the miller for quite a while. Oh, now there I am. That reminds me.
The information is excellent,
Oh,
but the
no.
price is another hour at Mrs. Gossip's. There is something bubbling away
Oh,
at the back of your
no.
mind now. However, it will have
That
to simmer a
means-
while yet. Your investigation must continue.
If Moses' wife had an affair with the miller, and the miller was possibly Mrs. Snobbish's husband, that means their kid Charlie, or the kid who came after him. Oh my goodness. Oh my
The doctor
goodness.
had said he wanted to conduct another little test today. Frankly, you're not sure what he's on about, but the morning's work is leaving you with something of a headache. Perhaps the doctor can help.
Well, I can only hope.
I've been analyzing your first test, but I need a comparison. Please indulge me.
A medical dressing.
The doctor has another test with which to assess the state of your mental faculties. Can you work out the puzzle he has set for you?
I don't know. Maybe? Oh, excuse me. Dr. Red, Dr. Green, and Dr. Blue were lunching together. Did you notice that we are wearing red, green, and blue coats? Said the lady. That's true, said the doctor with the green coat. So, just to make sure... Brown mustache. Ooh, wait a minute. Dr. Red? That means, but none of our coats match our names. If the lady's coat is not blue, what's the color of the doctor's coat? Wait, what? Oh! Dr. Red. Oh, I see now. Dr. Red set the blue coats. That's true, said the doctor with the green coat. That means she's wearing red. Which means... Wait. Doctor with the green coat with alternative found Dr. Red said, but none of our coats match our names. If the lady's coat is not blue, what's the color of the doctor's coat? Here's hoping I got
Are
it
you
right.
marvelous or moronic?
Probably moronic.
Exactly wrong.
Called it.
Come along now.
Yeah,
One more
yeah.
try.
Dr. Red is the one with the brown mustache. Dr. Red, green, and Dr. Blue. No, we are. That's true, said the doctor with the green coat. Oh, that's what I got wrong. She's wearing the red. He's wearing the blue. She's Dr. Green. He's Dr. Blue.
Did
Please tell
you
me I got
show
that right.
intellect or idiocy? Right on the money.
I did have it right. I
You're
just positioned
finished.
the
That
coats
was quick.
Oh,
wrong.
but a little too
Oy.
fast, maybe.
You made mistakes.
You gotta admit, though, I am
Congratulations.
getting a
Your
little
moderate
better.
success has
Just
gained
a
you
little.
Medal of mediocrity.
I do seem to have more silver than bronze, at least.
Gracious. Well, I'd never imagined I'd get such clear results from the second test.
What do you mean?
You do understand that for someone of your profession, of your supposed caliber, that really was distinctly below par.
What?
It's understandable, really, the pressure you're under at the moment. Exhaustion is inevitable. Here, I would like to help. Take these pills. Take 2 before bed. In the morning, you should wake up feeling entirely rested. Any problems, come back and see me tomorrow. Not in the morning, though. I have an appointment with Lady Snobbish. Good day now.
It seems at least one person in Little Riddle understands the mental strain your calling can impose. You offer your thanks and depart. With all the suspects interviewed, have you learned what you need? Before
Maybe?
you retire to your room,
Let
I
me
want
guess,
to
a test?
see if you've
Yep,
been
here we go.
paying attention. Let's see if you can answer these questions.
Here goes. What's the name of the woman in the photo? Mrs. Wentworth? Yes. What? Finds herself indisposed. Spring to rest. Where did Mrs. Gossip say the biscuits were? Freshwater cards? There we go. What was the name of the kid? Charlie.
Either you are the reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes, or these questions are too easy. Wonderful work, either way you look at it. Weary of both my questions and the case as a whole, you decide to return to the hotel and get some rest. It has been an exhausting day.
No kidding.
You return to your hotel room, and after a light meal, you retire early to bed. Though you are weary beyond words, your mind will not let you rest. Haunting images of the unavenged dead and snatches of conversations whirl and eddy in the confused currents of your
Maybe
consciousness.
we do need those
The
pills.
miller was really a snobbish.
Oh, and that's little Charlie.
A snobbish kid, too. Last of the line.
Wait a
You
minute.
remember the pills the doctor gave you. Taking them, you lie down
Wait a
once
minute.
again. This time, sleep takes you.
No!
It is not a peaceful rest, however.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Please tell me there wasn't... The killer of it itself. I think I know who Charlie is.
Your detective instincts believe that your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Can you make sense of the nonsense?
I can try. Especially since I think I know where that line is going. I just hope that it doesn't mean he's going to be in danger. Place a head so that none of the horizontal and vertical rows and neither of the two main contains 2 heads of the same.
What? Oh.
So that none of the horizontal and vertical rows and neither of the 2 main diagonals contain 2 heads of the same village or color. No. Okay, so far so good. Nope. No. Fact. That might help a little bit. Nope. That ain't right. Dang it. Oh, I get it right, wrong no matter what. Wait a minute. There we go. Almost, though. Almost. No, not quite. Shoot. There's gotta be a way to... Ooh, no. Darn it. Ugh. This is gonna be another one of those puzzles that... It's not gonna matter, is it? It's still the same no matter what. Wait. No. Ugh, this is nuts. Seriously, why am I having problems with this one? Oh, no, 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 no. What the? Hope this works.
Ducks! Drum roll! On the button.
Barely.
Oh, I'm sorry, I dozed off.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
done? Great. Still, slow and steady wins the prize, it seems. No mistakes made. Only silver this time, not gold, because you are rubbish.
Yeah, I know. I hate it that I
You
have to
wake
keep
suddenly,
looking up.
the gift of revelation slipping from your grasp as a fog descends. You
What?
feel detached, removed, distant from reality. Sheer effort of will pushes past your morning malaise, and you remember the dream.
What?
Wonder how much this would be worth to her to keep me quiet.
Their son. Well, her son.
I wonders if he was anything to do with all them other murders.
Would you like a biscuit, dearie?
Adrenaline surges, your intellect awakens. The last piece drops into place, revealing the truth where once there was only a fractured image.
It's the doctor, isn't it?
To the police station!
He's the son.
Bursting into the police station, a little disheveled after your disturbed night, you are nonetheless determined to pass on the benefit of your nocturnal deductions. Go on then, convince me.
Again?
Of the four suspects, Mrs. Gossip was clearly the least likely. Could
Yeah, no
someone
kidding.
so frail move the block that killed the Colonel? Or is Mrs. Gossip's mental frailty just an act?
No, I don't
The
think
old
it's an
dear
act.
mentioned the doctor when caught at the scene of the crime. Was he even there? If he was, what motive had he for the murder? Is it likely he was on Bert the Blag's blackmail list? Lady Snobbish certainly had motive. After all, Bert the Blag was after her money, perhaps even blackmailing her. Can she be linked to the crime scene and to the method of dispatch?
Oh,
Moses was freed from his cell thanks to the vicar and a crumbling town jail.
wait a minute.
Was this
The
in
bone
time to
structures.
murder the Colonel?
Wait a minute. That might be the
Four
doctor's
suspects
dad.
and a wealth of evidence that points to but one of them.
Who could it be? I mean, it
Can
might be
you
the doctor
deduce the
who
culprit
freed
and
Moses,
prove yourself
but
worthy of your role as a blue-toed detective?
still though,
Player one, you get to
who else
choose
could it
first.
be? I hate to say this, but the doctor is the most likely suspect to have killed him. I mean, he's got the same jaw and the ears. I mean, they all got the ears, but the same jaw. Hope I'm not wrong about this. Though at the same time, I hope I'm also wrong. Because the doctor? Why?
In the end, the final piece of this puzzle came in a dream. Together with all the other evidence, it confirms the guilt of the Doctor.
Oh, I hate it when I'm right.
The murder took place at 10 o'clock. Moses did not escape until 5 minutes past the
That's
fatal hour.
true.
Mrs. Gossip and Lady Snobbish can be dismissed by the frailty of both. Mrs. Gossip through simple age, and Lady Snobbish because of her injured wrist. Neither could have moved the block of stone. Only the doctor had no strong alibi.
I'm sorry, but just having no alibi ain't good enough. What was his motive?
You tell the inspector everything you have found out about the doctor's true ancestry, and the fact that the colonel had uncovered the same information.
Hold on. Let me get this right. You're saying that he's a snobbish and he killed Bert the Black because Bert found help and tried to blackmail him?
You tell him yes, that is the case, and that Bert the Blag had also worked out that the doctor was tied in with the other murders and wrongdoings.
Why do I have a feeling
in
that's
Little
wrong? Because
Riddle.
there's 2 more
The
episodes
inspector
and
seems less than sure, however.
This is all a bit slight, I have to say. However, you've been right in the past. Let's bring the doctor in and ask him a few questions. See how he reacts.
As if
Constable
he's
should be
not-
here in a minute. Well, what's up with you?
You
Huh?
have indeed gone a whiter shade of pale as you abruptly recall the doctor's last words to you
Oh, no!
yesterday.
Not in the morning, though. I have an appointment with Lady Snobbish.
he's
He
got
clearly intends to claim his snobbish legacy by any means possible. Convincing the inspector of the lady's peril, you rush to the manor. There isn't a moment to lose. You used your talents to select the correct suspect. Many congratulations on a job well done.
So at the same time, I cannot but wonder if he is the killer.
You burst
Oh, no!
into the manor.
Your ladyship!
What?
Great heavens! Inspector, explain yourself. This instant.
Sorry, Mum. We heard you scream.
I appear to have cold equipment this morning. My stethoscope, you see. Just what do you think you're doing, Inspector?
Nothing, Mum. Sorry, Mum. I'll just be going. It won't happen again. I can assure you of that.
Inspector, I got your message.
What? Constable, I believe we have a spare cell at the moment.
What?
It will be occupied for the rest of today by this.
What?
I'm not in the habit of being made a fool of. You'll get out of my sight. Sharpish!
Dude, what the hey?
Well, that didn't go entirely according to plan, did it? Even as you languish in a police cell, the perpetrator of the foul deeds that have rocked Little Riddle to its very foundations walks abroad. What mischief, what mayhem, what fiendish felonies can he commit before you are freed? Will
That's a good
justice
question.
be done and the Blue Toad Agency file on Little Riddle closed? Or will evil prevail while you rot in prison? Find out when you return in The Riddles of the Past.
Thing is, I know the doctor has to be a snobbish, but I don't know if he's actually the killer. Cause while it may be possible, that's too easy.
So, how well did you do in that episode?
Terribly.
Player 1, decidedly average.
Not too surprised. And before we at least start on this chapter or episode, I'm going to take a quick break to check on my brother and make sure he has his night meds. So be right back. Well, that and stretch my legs and take care of my empty cup. Be right back. back. Sorry about that. So let's continue. Especially after that quick break and stretch of the legs. I gotta say, I'm actually getting into this one. So, let's see what happens.
Welcome,
Especially
daring
since-
detective, to the Blue Toad
Since
Murder
honestly,
Files.
We may be on the right
narrate
track about
to
the
you
doctor,
a new
but
episode
not in the
and
way we
ask,
think.
can you solve the riddles of the past?
Well, we can only hope to try, especially since taking the quick breaks and stretching my legs a bit, I only just remember something. When the constable asked the librarian or Maggie if proclaiming her love to someone was referring to the doctor, she said that technically it wasn't, that there was more. So I wonder if we are on the right track about him being a snobbish, but somebody else is doing all this. Heck, are they doing this because they're trying to protect him to help him gain the wealth that they believe he deserves? Well, only one way to find out.
How many players do we have? Choose your...
Oh, and I'm chewing gum, sorry. Here we go.
Welcome, weary traveler, to Little Riddle. From on high, you may see Little Riddle as the very epitome of tranquil tradition, the
Not quite.
embodiment of the ethereal English ideal. It may appear thus, innocent wanderer, but tarry not. For in this supposed Eden, the serpent is ascendant, and deceit is its gift. Deceit and murder. Sheer chance
Kinda sad that
brought
I'm expecting
agents
that
of
now.
the renowned Blue Toad Agency to Little Riddle, giving the innocent hope and striking fear in the hearts of wrongdoers. 4 murders, the theft and attempted theft of 2 statues linked to the mystery, and a trail of seduction, misdirection, and deadly intent led the tenacious investigators to the local doctor. However, he has slipped the net, his Machiavellian maneuvers instead ensuring the incarceration of those innocents championing law and order in Little Riddle. What chance now for the forces of justice? Your long night in the small cell of Little Riddle's police station is at an end.
Really?
Inspector Bragg awaits you as the constable escorts you from your cell.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, I can't keep you here any longer. I'd like to. I'd
I
really
bet
rather
you
have
do.
you locked up for all eternity. Instead, all I can do is say to you to pack up and get out of Little Riddle sharpish. Be sure to be gone by the time the last train leaves tonight. Otherwise,
Jerk.
I really will lock you up and throw away the blasted key. Now get out of here, sharpish.
There is something rather
Click
off
on
about
the
that inspector,
location
though.
to go there. It really is that simple.
That's another thing. There's something off about that inspector. Because at one point, well, almost throughout the entire mess, he's trying to tell us to stay out of it. But in the last episode, he told us to tell him what we find. So either he's trying to take credit again, or he knows more than he's letting on. Might be overthinking it,
The
but
morning sun has already dried the streets as you trudge the short distance to the hotel. Just to add to your rather sour morning,
here we go.
the hotel manager is waiting to feed you bitter pills.
Back to cause more mayhem? Maybe brought some buckets of the stuff this time, yes?
What?
Let's do the walls as well? Destroying the carpets not enough for you?
What?
With a heavy sense of impending doom,
What are you talking
ask
about?
what the unpleasant little man is going on about.
What am I? Oh, I see. Pleading ignorance. You know full well that you dragged muddy feet through your upgraded room and the corridor outside your door. Destroyed my nice new cream carpet.
Wait a minute.
You either pay for the damage or you find out who actually did it. Until you reveal the culprit, you are not getting into your room.
With insults piling high
Wait
atop
a
injuries,
minute.
you resign yourself to solving one more mystery.
Oh
Perhaps the
no.
hotel register, packed as it is with scribbled side notes, can help you in your new task.
Yeah, especially since we couldn't have done that the night before since we were locked up in the cell.
The hotel owner recorded the names of everyone who had visited the hotel this morning. Can you work
right.
out what time
Just in
each one
case.
visited?
The postman arrived at 6:07 a.m. The baker arrived 102 minutes before the vicar, who arrived 174 minutes after the postman. Let's see, 60 minutes is usually an hour, so 60... 90, 1200. Wait a minute. Four. Might as well get the calculator. Doubt it'll help, but never know. $120, so I am right. Two. $60 times 3 equals... Oh. Wait a minute. So... 12... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait a minute. $120. Wait a minute. This 1 hour. 120 is... Let's see. That ain't working. $60, 1200, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Dang it. It's hard to figure these things out when you're not used to something like this. So 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 101, 102. That's 2 hours. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2. Wait a minute. 3, 5. That means 8. 54 plus 7 equals 61. That means 901. At least I figured that one out, I think. What? Before the vicar, who arrived 40 minutes... Wait. Wait, what? I'm getting something mixed up now. Wait a minute. It's the vicar who... That means 60, 70, 80, 90, 30 minutes. Dang it. I really am trying to figure this out on my own. I really am. $7.99? No, that ain't right. Vicar arrived before the vicar, who arrives 74 after the postman. Let's see. 60, 70, 80, 90. That means... $182. That ain't right. Dang it. Dang it. I really am trying. Buddy, can you please lower that? Because he loves to put his movies on so loud. So what's between... Okay, I'm pretty sure it's 8 and... Can't be 10. Wait a minute. Maybe it's 18? I think? No. Let's stick to this.
Did you show intellect or idiocy? Ah, spot on.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I'm sorry, I dozed off. Are
Oh,
you back?
hush.
Great.
It's not easy to figure
Still,
out the times
slow
like
and
that.
steady wins the prize, it seems. No mistakes made. You were so close. Have a shiny representation.
Yeah. At least for the most part, I did figure it out.
Deciphering the scrawl of scribbled scratchings, you determine that 4 individuals have been at the hotel that morning, despite the early hour. The postman had a telegram for you. The baker was supposedly delivering bread, but
What?
he and the hotel chef were found wandering the corridors. The vicar was discovered doing much the same thing,
What
though
the
he
heck?
claimed to be checking the place out before making a large booking.
What?
Deciding not to risk breakfast here at the hotel,
Good
you
idea.
head off to speak to the suspects. That the Blue Toad Agency has been reduced to investigating housekeeping incidents rankles hugely as you contemplate the interviews ahead. Today, seemingly your last in the village, has not started too well. Far be it from me to add to your woes, but I do wonder, can you answer these questions?
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. And Buddy, please lower the volume. It is too loud. Seriously, I apologize if this mic is catching that. There we go. Shoot, I think it was cream? Oh. I just visited the postman. Why does the vicar say he was at the hotel? Yeah, planning.
Fantastic work! Your keen eye and attention to detail will serve you well.
We'll just have to wait and see.
If you want to get into your room, you'll have to deduce who is responsible for the mud in the hotel. Get to it. You have 4 suspects to interview.
Get the vicar
There will
first.
be times when you have to pick from a... Picking your way carefully through the still damp churchyard, you soon find the vicar. He seems even more distracted than usual this morning.
Oh, hello. Yes, quite. No one with you? No? Oh, good. That is good. Everything
Car?
here is fine. Fine, you know.
What's going on?
Glad you're here, really. You see, I was hoping you could help me decide where I need
Oh?
the rain I prayed for to fall.
What?
Dark forces of the unspeakable netherworld. You know, they do like one to be accurate.
You decide to help the vicar once more, hoping to press home more pertinent questions once his guard is down.
I do apologize for this. Michael, lower the volume! Again,
With
I
Moses now
apologize.
gone,
I can
the
literally
vicar
hear it
must
from over
trust Mother
here.
Nature to water the plants. Where must the clouds form if they are to meet the needs of each plant?
Oh boy, here we go. Carried it in the cloud. Well, this definitely has to be here. Wait a minute. Oh, right. Wait a minute. No. That might be right. God, I hope I'm right.
And your result is... No.
Dang it!
You're surely not going to let this beat you. Try again.
I thought I had it for sure. I know that these two go here. So... Wait a minute. So here? Wait a minute. Is it actually like so? No.
Let's find out how you did. That's the one.
Thank goodness.
All wrapped up already? Great heavens! And while you get your breath back, it's my duty to inform you, you got bits wrong.
Yeah.
Congratulations!
I
Your
just had at
moderate
least one
success
position of
has
the
gained
cloud
you
wrong.
a medal of meat. His lunatic dilemma solved, you tell the increasingly nervous vicar about your quest to find out who destroyed the hotel carpets.
Mud? No, I don't think so. Where would I possibly get mud on my shoes?
That's fair.
Less mud. And I only went as far as reception, really. I mean, what else would I be doing there?
An eyebrow raised archly and some sustained eye contact
Oh?
are all it takes to break the man.
Really?
Oh, gods, I can't. I'm so sorry. I just can't go on lying about it anymore.
About what?
I awoke this morning to find that Moses had run away.
What?
I went looking for him, searched all around the church. It was all to no avail. I don't know what to do. He left only this note. It is as I feared. His son has returned and is up to no good.
What?
Moses asks something here. I don't understand. Don't let him get the other two statues, he says. Does that make any sense to you?
The
It
note
does actually.
confirms so much. One statue was stolen, and the doctor has it.
But we don't
Another
know
is
if
in
it
the
is the
antique shop,
doctor.
though the doctor has tried to get that one too. The third, perhaps Lady Snobbish can help, if you can get to her.
That's the thing, isn't it? We got quite a few places to go to. Might as well go to the bakery.
Your investigation requires a visit to the bakery to meet with the baker. However, when you arrive, you find an argument in full flow.
Oh no.
He's not.
He is! Scum! Running like a Frenchman he is!
What?
Scum!
He's not. You don't have to take this personal, like.
Any right-thinking Englishman would do the same! Scum he is! Abandoning us like this!
What?
Coward! Scum!
Don't go on so. You know it's not like that.
How is it then? Hey? Hey? Scum, I tells you! Hey?
He's quite entitled.
Sure loves to
and
say
you
that word,
know
doesn't he?
it.
Entitled? Entitled? Oh yes, entitled! And a fine mess we'd all be in if we was all entitled! We ain't! An Englishman has his duty! It's the law! The real law, proper and all! He ain't entitled! He's got responsibilities! Scum!
It takes a good few minutes of ahumming before the two combatants finally notice you standing there.
Oh, I am so sorry. Where are my manners? Welcome to my humble establishment. Say sorry, Winston.
Hello again! Sorry about all that! Pardon
Wait,
my language
Winston?
and all!
His name is Winston?
Hang on a minute! You can help us with that candle maker scam!
Candle
You
maker.
can do that investigating stuff! You can
Eh?
have a look at the rubbish he left us with!
Tangled candle. This ought to be good.
The butcher and baker are discussing the candlestick maker. Can you solve
my
their
God.
candle conundrum?
They're making a play on an old nursery rhyme. Or at least the rhyming thing. I mean, They even
Click
did the
to
same thing in the
continue.
Warner Brothers movie, like
Anytime you
the
feel
butcher, the
like
baker,
it,
and the candlestick
really.
maker, and of course, I get a phone call. Be right back.
If you click the mouse, the game continues. Wow.
And I'm back. Sorry about that. Oy. Ah, one of these puzzles. Oh. Oh, I think I see what we need to do. Oh. Oh, I see now. We gotta try to figure this out. I think we got it.
Let's find
I
out
think.
how you did. Huzzah!
Oh, thank goodness. At least I got that
Gosh,
one
you
right on
got
my
through
own.
that one. Lickety split. Ooh, ooh. No
I mean, to be fair,
mistakes made.
I used to
Show
enjoy
off.
maze puzzles when I was
My,
little.
aren't you terribly talented?
See? I told you it was nothing to worry about. Oh, he does worry.
You take the opportunity to ask about the baker's visit to the hotel. Is there a chance he might have left a stain on the carpets when he went wandering this morning?
Oh, certainly not. I'm very particular about that sort of thing.
Oh?
People think dirty baker, dirty bakery, dirty sausage rolls. No, I only went looking for the chef. Silly man thought it was all very funny. Anyway, Winston, are you happy now? All sorted out with the candles?
Not the point, and you know it. He ran away, he did. Scum. Ran away on account of all his death and stuff.
What?
Scum! Abandoning us, he did! Scum!
It would seem the old homily is true, and that there really are some people you just can't help. The baker was very quick to emphasize the hotel chef. Justifiably? Whatever the case, it's time to move on.
I can admit he does seem very pleasant. Well, maybe before we hit...
There are no police on duty at Riddle Manor. When you confront her ladyship, the reception is as cold as expected.
It is expected.
How dare you? How very dare you? I shall have my butler call the inspector.
You cut her off right there, quickly and coldly, laying out the truths you now have in your armory. The doctor is a snobbish, and is likely hoping to be the next lord of the manor. He is pursuing 3 statues of Prometheus,
Or so our
including
character
the one he has
thinks.
already had stolen from her ladyship.
I see. Very well. Won't you sit? I shall fetch some wine. I rather fear I could do with a glass.
That,
With all
that
has
revelation.
happened in Little Riddle, it seems prudent to you to monitor the liberal libations the lady lavishes on you.
That's fair. I mean, there's a chance we're going to be wrong about the doctor being the culprit.
Lady Snobbish
But I can understand where
returns with
she's
a
coming
jug
from with
full
this
of
one.
wine and pours herself a glass. Can you, just with your deductive skills, figure out how much wine the glass is holding?
Oh boy.
Good day.
Lady's jug contains 175 mils of wine. She pours some in a glass and leaves the jug tilted. How much wine is in the glass? Crud. Wait a minute. Maybe 40? It will probably be somewhere around here, so... Which means... Wait a minute, wait a minute. $100? No. 750 minus 40. Now that can't be right. Wait a minute. Although... Um, 750. Wait a minute. 130. Maybe it's actually 3 or 4. Minus. I hope I'm right about this.
Let's see how you did. Huzzah!
Thank goodness.
Finished now, dear heart? Oh, good. And in the same year you started, too.
Oh,
But while
hush.
we were all asleep, you managed not to make
Killis,
any
I'm
mistakes.
not that good with that kind
Never
of math.
mind. Allow us to patronize. The excellent wine steadies Lady Snobbish as she begins her tale.
I had feared as much when the statue was not returned.
What do you mean?
I had not known about the doctor, though now you mention it, I do see the resemblance. Some generations ago, the Lord of the Manor was something of an inventor. Malachi, that was his name.
Huh?
It was through his mechanical marvels that he earned our fortune, and he was even granted an hereditary peerage.
Really?
However, in the final years of his life, when he wasn't morbidly designing his own crypt of all things, he was working on
Wait,
his most fantastic invention yet. Something so astounding, so advanced, that he declared the world wasn't ready for it. He was so determined that no one should unearth his last creation that he hid it away somewhere. He said the 3 Prometheus statues were the key to the key, whatever that meant. I'm afraid his mind was going towards the end, and no one really believed him. Perhaps the doctor has discovered some truth to it all. Ghastly business. Now, I shall have to arrange an alternative physician. What a terrible bore.
You leave Lady Snobbish to make her arrangements. If it were not for the deadlines hanging over you, her information would be most helpful. As it is, you still have the stain to deal with.
There is something to consider. What if his mind wasn't going? I mean, she just mentioned that he designed his own tomb. So what if his invention is hidden in the tomb, and the way to open the tomb lies with the Prometheus statues? I mean, it's a long shot to consider,
Arriving in the village post office, you briefly wonder if the day is not some horrible ordeal set by forces on high to test your patience.
Watch
What do you
out,
mean?
not so close, you.
Whoa!
Oh, nearly did myself an injury.
You okay,
What can I
dude?
do for you?
You ask if he perchance attempted to deliver the telegram he holds for you directly to your room that morning.
What, me? In there? In that hotel? Oh, no, wouldn't. No time, you see.
What?
No, all very precise. It is my route. Now, where did I put that logbook thing? It was. Oh, just a sec. I thought. Oh, just a sec.
The postman wanders off to hunt for the logbook that you've already spotted is on the counter. The complex timings and routes will take some working out.
The dude needs to keep his glasses on at this point. There's no denying that. He needs to keep his glasses on.
The postman has described his daily route in the logbook. Can you use this to ascertain the way he travels?
Mm-hmm.
So, at the beginning, I remember hearing, what was it now? Ah, yes! Oh, it was clearly a... I heard... Then... But then I almost got killed by a... What next? Yes! Oh, there's the evil... And then Mr... He's a very punctual... And
Wait,
make
what?
no mistake. Ha! Right, then I hear a... And then a... Again. No! First a... And then the... I know it's a... After that, because it almost made me fall off my bike.
Oh,
So,
I know.
After that made me almost fall off my bike, there was even more evil. Then there was another. Followed by a... Followed by a... Then there was another.
What the?
Right after a... Then I had another. Who's not as punctual as the first, and then I finished my route with a final... Unfortunately, before I get to the... I have to deal with... So, at the beginning, I remember hearing, what was it now? Ah, yes! Oh, it was clearly a... I heard... Then... But then I almost got killed by a... What next? Yes! Oh, there's the evil... And then Mr... He's a very punctual... And make no mistake. Ha! Right, then I hear a... And then a... Again. No! First a... And then the...
Go.
I know it's a... After that, because it almost made me fall off my bike. So, after that made me almost fall off my bike, there was even more evil. Then there was another. Followed by a... Followed by a... Then there was another. Right after a... Then I had another. Who's not as punctual as the first, and then I finished my route with a final... Unfortunately, before I get to the... I have to deal with another. I
What
do
the-
know what I'm talking about, you know.
Wait, what?
So, at the beginning, I remember hearing, what was it now? Ah, yes! Oh, it was clearly a... I heard... Then... But then I almost got killed by a... What next? Yes! Oh, there's the evil... And then Mr... He's a very punctual... And make no mistake. Ha! Right, then I hear a...
Those
And
two?
then a... Again. No, first and
All this
then
just to figure out this last part of it.
I know it's after that because it almost made me fall off my bike. So after that made me almost fall off my bike, there was even more evil. Then there was another, followed by a, then there was another, right after a, then I had another, who's not as punctual as the first, and then I finished my route with a final. Unfortunately, before I get to the, I have to deal with another. I do know what I'm talking about, you know.
God, I hope I figure this out.
How did you do?
God, I hope
Exactly wrong.
Dang it! It's not helping that
now,
it's
no
confusing.
giving up. Give it another go.
So, at the beginning, I remember hearing, what was it now? Ah, yes, oh, it was clearly a, I heard, then,
What's this?
but then I almost got killed by a, what next? There's the evil, and then Mr. He's a very punctual, and make no mistake, ha! Right, then I hear a, and then a, again. No, first and then the, I know it's after that because it almost made me fall off my bike. So, after that made me almost fall off my bike, there was even more evil. Then there was another, followed by a, then there was another, right
Wait a
after
minute.
Then I had another, who's not as punctual as the first, and then I finished my route
Oh,
with a
that's
final,
what I'm getting confused at.
unfortunately, what?
Are you marvelous or moronic? No.
What?
Oh, now, no giving up. Give it another go.
So, at the beginning, I remember hearing, what was it now? Ah, yes, oh, it was clearly a,
I know I had
I heard,
this.
then, but then I almost got killed by a, what next? There's the evil, and then Mr.
Are you marvelous or moronic? Correct, you are.
I must have clicked on something by mistake.
Hello, do you know what
I even had to double
about you?
I had to check on the
All
stupid
done
YouTube
now?
video to see if I got it
Jolly
right or
D.
not.
Oh, and look, you took a few goes to get it right.
Yeah, I know.
Bronze, the medal. You've just finished with the logbook when the postman returns.
I couldn't find that. Hello? You're gone again. Don't do that. Gosh, I really.
Get your
I found the
glasses
telegram,
on, dude.
Your telegram and my logbook. You found it, sir. Madam, I mean, or sir. Here, take this, and I'll get my reading glasses for the book.
Yes,
You take
please.
the telegram and depart, leaving the postman to his new search. The brief missive is from Blue Toad. You read that Bragg's superiors have been in touch, demanding your withdrawal from the case. However, the agency expresses faith in your abilities. Your spirit suitably buoyed, you return to the investigation.
All right, to the hotel we go. But then after
Part of
that,
you is
might have to call it
disappointed
night
at how
since it is
clean
about
the
11.
kitchens are in
Keep-
your hotel.
Keyword might.
Their cleanliness is at odds with the condition of the rooms and also with the chef himself.
Oh?
Hey, what you doing, huh? What do you want?
Oh
Come on,
God,
I
a
got
mobster
something here.
voice.
Oddly mollified by the chef's brusque but honest demeanor, you ask about the morning, about the mud, and about him being out of the kitchen.
Oh, hey,
I knows yous. You checking into all the bad stuff that's been happening. How do you
Yes?
like that? I got something yous can help me with.
Oh. Chef surprise.
Huh? Even a seasoned professional like the chef can get confused on occasion. Can you help him sort out his mixed-up food labels?
Oh, this kind of puzzle. Well, here goes. Here's hoping I don't need help. Ah, no. West a top toe potato. Wait a minute. Tomato. At least I think that's a tomato. A sugar sap, a state moo, rich eat okay. Chocolate. Dark chocolate. Yummy. Pasta. No, wait. Rich eat oak. Axe of Flemish con. Cauliflower. That's yams. Axe of Flemish. Wait a minute. Scan is the Wait a minute. Asparagus. Oh, whoops. That's the asparagus. That is the tomato. Oh, there we go. Let's see, that's yams. That's spaghetti. Okay, 3. Wait a minute. Rice cake? I hope I'm right.
Ducks, drum roll. No,
Dang
that
it!
was wrong.
What did I get
Try
wrong?
again, perhaps?
Seriously, what did I get wrong? Okay, I did get the... Wait a minute, ask a Flemish... That's what I got wrong, isn't it? Hey. Cauliflower. Asparagus. Tomato. Dark chocolate. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what I got mixed up, isn't it?
Let's see how you did. Correct you are. Well done.
Okay, so I had a couple wrong, but
Great Scott,
at
that
least
was
somehow
fast.
Oh,
I
but
didn't
a little
entirely
too
need this
fast,
thing.
Maybe. You
This
made
time.
mistakes. So you see, there are prizes for coming second.
Yeah.
Hey, you done good. You done real good. How about that? You draw the conversation back to the issue of the mud in the hotel. Something the chef is in the frame for. Huh, how about that? The boss gotta blame me for that mud. Sheesh, what a schmuck. See, I heard him getting all bent out of shape about it. So I figure I gotta see what's getting to it, yeah? Funniest damn thing I've seen in a long time, huh? Mud all over his damn rug. How do you like that? Huh? I'm still laughing when the baker guy finds me. Now he's all bent out of shape too, because I wasn't
Wait
in
a
the kitchen when he arrived. Big deal. We got it all sorted out. Bada boom, he goes away happy. Say, we all done here? Been a blast. Don't be a stranger, but get out of here, okay?
Fine by me. So he's as a chef with a baker. And so far, it's looking like it's the baker. Much as I hate
Enough
to
is
admit it,
enough.
since he was pleasant.
With all that's going on, the hotel manager's ridiculous concerns are getting in the way. You march up to the man and demand access to your room.
Yes, never mind that. This is actually important.
What?
Look here, in the absence of any help from you, I've been doing a little detective work myself.
Huh?
No real trick to it. I was just explaining my findings to the constable here.
I really should be...
Here's what I found. Listen, you might learn something.
Oh, for goodness sake. One hopes he is joking.
Something tells me he's not. Dirty evidence. This ought to be good.
The hotel owner has devised an elaborate experiment to analyze the muddy footprints. Can you take control and make the bacteria disappear?
Only one way to find out. Jump over, make the one disappear, make all until there was just one left in the red spot. Ah, I see. No, that ain't right. Dang it. Ugh. Right. Oh, I think I... Ooh, how do I do this next one? Got it!
And
Barely,
the
but I got
result
it!
is... Correct you are. My, weren't you in a hurry?
In record time, too.
Nary a hiccup. Well done. There are no words sufficient to describe your brilliance.
So, that's what I've discovered. Holmes himself favored the scientific method.
Yeah,
and I think
but at
we'll
least
agree
he
I've
did so
nicely
when he did it
championed
right.
his cause.
What's that
Right,
sound?
fine. You can't come in. Tell me the real culprit, or you can swing in the wind for all I care. Good day.
You do realize
You head
that...
outside, not quite knowing what to do now. The constable catches you up. Hey, wait for me! Oh, I'm sorry, but the inspector wanted me to watch out for you and to ask what you've been doing. Sorry about that. With a sigh, you make a start. Before long, the constable is sitting in rapt attention as you regale him with your adventures. Laying it on a bit thick, you tell him that your gallant quest for justice has, sadly, come to an end.
No, no, you can't leave now. We've got to see this through.
Oh?
I'll help you. That is, if you
Aw.
don't mind.
I don't mind.
We need to find these statues. So, what do you think?
What indeed? What else but tally-ho! A new
Well?
companion and renewed purpose.
He's stuck with you,
You'll
so
show Inspector Bragg.
might as well.
Never to doubt a blue-toed detective. The constable has joined you on your investigation,
Woohoo!
encouraging you to solve the mystery behind the statues. Before you begin, however,
Wouldn't surprise me if there's some
I
sort of
want
coding
to
at the
see
bottom
if
of these
you
things.
can answer my
Of
questions.
course. Winston? Dirty bakery. Dirty sausage rolls. Who is in possession of the statues? The Doctor and Lady Snobbish. Here we go. Say of the statues. They are the key to the key.
That clean sweep of questions.
And I bet you anything they have sort of hidden message or mechanism in
my
them
good book.
that will reveal the keys.
2 of the statues were found at the doctor's and the antique shop. Maybe the Colonel learnt of the 3rd? Let us see if you can find them all.
Let's go to the Colonel's house first.
It is rare that you find yourself returning to the scene of your own crime. Breaking and entering has become something of a habit for you in Little Riddle.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gosh, there's a lot to go through and no mistake. I suppose we'd better split up and see if we can find this missing statue. There must be some organisation to all this.
Looking at the precarious piles of papers and research
Wait a minute.
materials, you're not sure that organization was something Bert the Blag knew of. Still, one never knows.
One never knows indeed.
You found a notebook with relevant information about the resting place of the 3rd statue. Can you decipher what the Colonel was trying to say?
Whew, excuse me. Time to get ready. Get large evil hen. Really? The... Oh... Wait. Oh my goodness. I think I figured out part of it by mistake. Because the lettering. The Glavel Green? No, that can't be right. The lag... Gravile? It's this one thing that I can't seem to figure out. Or maybe... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Village Green?
What will the ducks reveal? Correct.
I only started on the thing,
Oh,
but
it's you.
it suddenly
So
hit me.
have you finished the puzzle? However, you managed to
And I
be
was off by 9
Entirely
seconds.
correct in your sloth-like endeavors. Only silver this time, not gold.
Yeah. But at least we're getting somewhere.
It seems from what you've uncovered that the con man Colonel didn't know anything about the treasure, but did know about the statue.
Look here! He doesn't know what's so important about it, but he mentions in his notebook about the village green. Says something needs unearthing there.
What?
It seems the third statue is interred on the village green.
That's why he kept
Perhaps
going to
further
the park.
perusal of the notebook, while on the green sward itself, may be revealing. With the ever-enthused constable leading the way, you press on.
It would explain a bit, though. You know what? Let's go to the antique shop for now. And get to the doctor's last.
Even with the constable doing his best, the approach to the antique shop owner does not get off to the most auspicious start.
Uh-oh.
You most certainly are. I'm
Ooh,
not
you
taking
alright?
it anywhere. It's not for sale. I'm rather fond of it.
But this is for a most important police investigation. There's been murder and everything. Please, can we borrow it? Pretty please?
Realizing this is going nowhere, you're about to intervene when the statue's guardian turns to you.
Oh?
I recognize you. You. Better. You helped me before after some rapscallion tried to. Nothing.
Oh, poor
If you
fellow.
want to assist me with this little matter, I'll let you borrow the statue. But I want
Really?
it returned intact first thing tomorrow.
You indulge
Can't blame
the
him.
self-serving antiques purveyor.
Well, he's not wrong. Considering that apparently it's actually his, not his to sell. I can understand
The
him
antique
wanting
shop
to
owner is a very fussy person,
want it
and
back
as such he needs his
intact.
belongings arranged in a very particular way.
Oh?
Can you place the flower vases according to his rules?
Only one way to find out. Three times more on A than B. 2 times more on C than A. C than A. 2 times more on A than C. 3 times more on B than C. C. God, I hope I got this right. Wait a minute, 2 times more than C and B combined. Oops. Three times more on A than B. God, I hope I got this
What
right.
will the ducks reveal? I think not.
Dang it!
Try it again.
I thought
You
for
know you
sure I
can
got
do
that
it.
one. Okay, I know for a fact that C definitely has this one. Maybe this one has this. Okay, so more on B than C. At least I think that might be it. God, I hope I'm right.
How did you do? Ha!
Oh,
Correct!
thank God. Let me guess. It's gonna be bronze.
What? Finished
Or
already?
not.
But more hurry, less haste, and more mistakes. Have a silver medal. It's our way of saying do better next time.
No, I get it.
That done, you seek your just reward.
So simple. Too simple, in fact.
I shall be keeping my statue.
Hey!
Take it. Bring it back
Good
tomorrow
boy,
morning.
Watson.
Phew.
Good boy,
Was
Watson.
well done. I didn't think we were going to get that. Pass it here a moment, will you?
Sitting on a nearby park bench, the constable pokes and prods at the statue. You're about to offer to help when he turns one of the legs.
What? What the? Wait.
2 tiles and a piece of paper fall out.
Oh, I hope that was supposed to happen.
I think it was.
Let's take this along and look at it later. We don't want that antiques chap seeing we broke his prize statue.
I don't
You're
think it was
tempted
broken.
to point out that we didn't break anything. However, he is correct. This is neither the time nor the place.
Plus, I don't think he actually broke it. I think that was actually a lever he activated.
At the doctor's house, the constable certainly seems to be getting into the spirit of the occasion.
Oh?
We
How
don't
so?
have a warrant for this, so I'll catch it hot if we get rumbled. I'll wait outside with your dog. He can bark if anyone comes, right? I can always step in and arrest you if the doctor comes, so it'll be all right.
Yes, how terribly reassuring. The doctor is not a believer in clean living, it seems.
Oh,
With
there's
the
his.
very room itself
Wait a
seeming
minute.
to be a puzzle. It takes a while for you to find and focus on the real challenge.
Wait a minute. Breaking and entering, of course.
Amongst the mess, you'll find a few sentences, some of which form part of a poem.
Oh?
Can you use the information to work out which lines these are?
I'll try. With a 10-syllable poem. I am high, now alive, waking up in silence until judgment. Wait a minute. Dead again and the trumpets sound. We rise up together at the end of the line. I am high, now alive, wake up in silence until judgment day. 10-syllable poem. So it has to be exactly 10 at the end of the line. That might be one of them. Waking up in silence. Hold on. Maybe not. It's a poem, so line, day, high, and the trumpet sound. Wait a minute.
Are you correct? Let's see. Right on the money. You're finished.
It
That
didn't
was
even
quick.
hit me
Oh,
until
and
I
aren't
actually.
You the smug one. No mistakes. You deserve so much more.
Yeah.
So, the statue contained 3 items of importance: 2 tiles and a small slip of paper, which reads, "Until Judgment Day and the trumpets sound, on that clarion call."
Uh-oh.
It
Ow,
seems
duck,
you'll
duck.
need to pocket your discoveries and contemplate them later.
Sorry about that. He saw a squirrel. Was it there?
Yep.
Get what we needed?
You confirm that the incriminating evidence was there, but the constable rather deflates the euphoria.
What do you mean?
So, we know he's guilty. That's great. Of course, we can't use that evidence, seeing as how you broke in and all, but we know we're on the right track. Let's get going now, I suppose. Where next?
That's a fair
On
point.
with the hunt.
The kill of it is, though, it proves that he was involved in the theft, but not the murder. So, while the doctor is definitely guilty of the theft, we still don't know if he's actually the killer. Especially since, again, I can't help but think back to what the librarian was saying before she got ran over. Because the constable asked if she was referring to the doctor when she said she did it for love, but she denied that it was the doctor. So, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Especially
The
since
village green
it could be
looks awfully
anybody.
large in the fading light of day. Time is marching on, something of which your constabulary companion is keenly conscious.
It'd take us days to dig up all of this. We don't have that sort of time. The inspector would find out too, and then we'd catch it hot, no mistake. You're supposed to be on a train soon.
Hold
What
on.
are we gonna do?
What if it's not in
As
the
the
ground?
constable's confidence collapses, you clutch closely the counterfeit colonel's copious copy. Perhaps in there you will find a clue to
Wait a
expedite
minute.
your excavations.
If the previous snobbish was an inventor, he wouldn't have just buried the statue.
You
especially
realize
since, let's
that
face
finding a
it,
small
it's
statue in the
not gonna
massive
be-
village green is no trivial chore, and that the map in the colonel's notebook might help you with this task. Where is the statue buried?
and that's if it's buried, because it could be hidden
Click to
in one of the
continue.
monuments behind a secret compartment. Granted, this is just a thought. Let's see what kind of puzzle. Oh. Okay then. It's one of those. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Nope. Oh, I think I got it.
Are you correct? Let's see. Right on the
Yes!
money. All wrapped up already? Great heavens!
Phew.
You made that look easy. Not an error in sight. Look around you and be comforted.
We are getting there though.
With the notebook pointing the way to the snobbish arch.
Huh?
Watson
Wait, there's more
quickly
than just a
unearths the
statue.
However, the news is not
Uh-oh.
all good.
Well, at least we got a bit of the poem and the tiles. They're made of something different from the rest.
Wait, what?
The old duffer who came up with all of this must have expected it to be solved sooner. So, what does the poem say? Assuming that we've got it all now.
You have indeed recovered the entire snobbish poem, and this is how it goes. Though the guards be asleep, the treasure they keep until Judgment Day and the trumpet sound. On that clarion call, sacred sleepers wake all. From 'neath Prometheus, they are unbound. With all you know of the ancestor who constructed this cryptic conundrum, the answer is simple enough. So simple, even the constable has guessed.
The snobbish crypt! The treasure
Called
is in
it!
the snobbish crypt!
I already figured it out before
As
this!
the day turns to evening, all leads now point to the crypt. But have you been paying attention? Let's see if you can answer these.
Oh boy. How did come? He turned one into legs. Versus Napoleon Palmer. This? Ah, shoot! I almost clicked on that one too. 2, 4, 6. I
So
only
you
got
seem to
one
have
wrong,
been
but
mostly
it could have been
paying
worse.
Attention. Well, I'm only mostly happy with that.
Good grief.
Time draws short if you are not only to solve this mystery, but also make it in time to catch the last train. Onward to your destiny.
There is something else that's off. Because now, I can't help but worry about something. Well, it may be true that the doctor is a snobbish, and he may have been involved with the theft of the statue. There's only 2 or 3 people who might have been involved with the killing. And I shudder to think of who it could be.
Through the cloying mists and grasping mud of a sepulchral night, you creep ever closer to your goal. The snobbish crypt! Soaked by grey mist and graveyard mud, your weary steps nearly faltering, you gasp as the ominous tomb looms through the encroaching darkness.
Boy,
Big, isn't it?
no kidding.
Yes, it's big. The constable is quickly on the case, trampling through the mud to study the front of the crypt.
Over here! I think the tiles fit here!
The constable is correct. However, another puzzle stands between you and the treasure.
I fear what we may find there. Especially since the treasure in question is supposed to be an invention of
You
some
have
kind.
arrived at the crypt with the 6 stones you believe you need to gain access. Can you figure out the correct way to place them on the crypt's door?
Only one way to find out. Rearrange the stones correctly to unlock the crypt's door. Oh. Oh, shoot. But I think we're on the right track. No skulls on that side. Or the bottom. Wait a minute. No, no. I am on the right track. Something's off. Wait a minute. Got it! No. Darn it! I thought I had it. I'm close to... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no bell. Could
Drum
that be the
roll.
way?
Shame, Net.
Dang it!
Would you like to
I
try that
know I
puzzle
can get
again?
this. Ugh. What am I overlooking? There's definitely something up with this. Because this keeps happening. Unless... I know I can figure this out. This is definitely right. I don't get it. Why do I keep getting this? Wait, are they not supposed to match? Wait a minute. Oh! Oh, is that the key? That's the key, isn't it? At least I think. Wait a minute. Wait a sec. The hay? Oh, for goodness sakes. Finally figured it out.
Miny. Splendid. Gosh, you got through that one.
Yeah, but
Lickety-split.
too bad I made
In your
one
haste,
mistake on
however,
that.
You did trip up and fall down. Whoopsie.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
were so
whoopsie,
close.
whoopsie.
Have a shiny.
Whatever.
Right, never mind all that. What about my carpet?
Are you... Wait a minute.
Having opened the crypt, all thoughts of entering it are temporarily lost in the earnest battle not to both shriek with fright and throttle the single-minded hotel manager. He takes full advantage of the moment.
So, trying to dodge your duties, I see? I caught you just in time.
We're not dodging anything. This is part of a very serious investigation. And I should have you for assaulting an officer of the law.
Oh, don't be so wet. And you, what about my carpet? Do you know who did the damage yet? I'm not leaving this spot until you've told me everything. My hotel's reputation is at stake along with my income. If a hotel inspector had seen that mess, we'd have lost a star. You might not care, but I do. So out with it. Who left that stain?
The valiant constable is about to intercede when you assure him that all is in order. You tell the hotel manager that you, in fact, know exactly who soiled his carpets.
It was the baker,
This
wasn't it?
better be good.
From the scribbled notes on the hotel register for that morning, you were able to ascertain that there were 4 possible suspects. The postman had come to the hotel. Nothing unusual in that, except he claimed he had a telegram for you. An excuse if caught searching your room, perhaps? the baker was supposedly delivering bread. Quick to shift the blame, he claimed the chef had not been in the kitchens and that he had gone looking for him. Another excuse, perhaps, to further his own agenda? The vicar claimed he only ventured into the hotel reception, and there was no way he could have got mud on his shoes. Is he telling the truth? The hotel chef was also found wandering the corridors. He was certainly outside of his normal
Again, the
workplace,
chef
but
is
did he have
rather
reason
dirty,
to
but...
be? 4 out-of-place people, one of whom had it in for the hotel carpets. But who?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was mud prints outside the crypt.
Can you
Oh
deduce
my
the
God.
culprit and prove yourself
It was
worthy
him,
of
wasn't
your
it?
role as a Blue Toad detective? Player 1, you get to choose first.
Sorry, Vicar, but... Vicar. But I'm afraid you might be the culprit. Because the other 3 never had muddy footprints. But your crypt does. Or graveyard
In fact,
does.
this little mystery was solved before lunch by simple observation. The carpet murderer was, in fact, the vicar.
Yeah.
The
Good
poor,
grief.
distracted man went looking all around the church in search of Moses. Surely he would have trampled through the graveyard's mud before looking for you at the hotel. The vicar was distraught at losing Moses and clearly wasn't paying attention to the thick mud on his shoes picked up in the graveyard, much as everyone now present at the tomb has done. Lastly, you spotted the vicar's muddy shoes at the church when you visited him there a little before lunch.
Right, that'll do.
Kilvis,
I'm honestly
I didn't
most
notice
grateful for
that.
your help, but I really have better things to do than get bored by your explanations. I'm going to leave you to your nonsense while I get down to some real work and chat with our vicar about what he's going to do about my carpet.
Lunch
We'll
of
have to
mine,
have a
doesn't
chat later about this Moses business. I don't know how you're going to explain that to the inspector. Now, shall I go first? You follow the constable into the crypt and down the dark steps.
Oh boy.
You used your talents to select the correct suspect. Many congratulations on a job well done. It's a sight that takes the breath away.
What?
The
Wait-
fire of Prometheus, the ruby treasure left by Malachi Snobbish.
No way.
The constable moves forwards and, standing atop one of the sarcophagi,
Wait.
lifts the gem gingerly from the hands of the huge
dude,
statue.
You've never seen Indiana Jones.
Ain't half heavy. We'd better...
Stay where you are.
Oh no! It was the doctor! I can't believe
I'm
it!
crack shot, as my father found out to his cost.
Bring me the ruby. The doctor takes the ruby from the constable, then backs up the stairs.
But why?
But before he leaves, he cannot resist the opportunity to gloat.
Well, heyday at last. And seeing as how you all worked so hard to find this place for me, I don't see why you can't enjoy it a little bit longer.
What?
Au revoir, my little blue toad annoyances.
Oh.
We're trapped! What do we do now? What indeed? Has the dastardly doctor won a final victory over the gallant investigators? Are you sealed forever in the terrible tomb by the medical monster? As only the hotel manager knows where you are, any hope of rescue must surely be in vain. Will the Blue Toad Agency file on Little Riddle remain open forever, ignominiously stamped unsolved? Or will you return to finally free this place from evil? Find out when you return one last time in The Flight of the Felonious Fugitive.
I can't believe I was right, but but also wrong. I mean, apparently the doctor was involved in everything. But now we gotta try to get out of that crypt and catch him.
So, how well did you do in that episode?
Silver again.
Player 1, Cavalcade of Mediocrity.
Ooh, excuse me. Well, at least so far I've been getting all silvers. And unfortunately, though, it is very late. Ended up getting way into this game, so there we go. I am going to have to call it the night here. And, well, either way, we got pretty on further than, honestly, than I was planning to, but this is what happens when I get into a story. I just get too invested in it. But at least we're only down to one episode left before we are done with this game. And I gotta say, despite being stumped several times, this is actually pretty intriguing. Heck, the fact that I ended up, let's face it, convincing myself that the doctor may have been involved with the death but not the murders. Boy, was I wrong about the not being part of the murders bit. Whew. But man, that was a heck of a moment. And a cliffhanger. Let's face it, they left out a very good cliffhanger for that scene. And if I am going to be doing the Monday stream eventually, which would be tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna have to try for the afternoon because now I'm really curious to see what happens. Because again, this is what happens when I get too involved in a story. I just really get involved. Oof. But yeah, at least for the time being, that was Blue Toad Murder Fires. Oy. It really is getting late for me. I mean, it is close to midnight, and let's face it, this is my own goof up. But at least we got pretty darn far. So, I'm gonna say this is somewhat of a success. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that we're not gonna do a raid, especially since, let's face it, there's only one viewer, and I have a feeling that's just me since I got the stream up on the other computer, as usual. Just so this way I can see if somebody's commenting or not. So, yeah, we're going to be calling it here for the night, and I will try for an afternoon stream tomorrow, depending. Because, again, because of company coming later on in the night, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do a night stream. So, we'll just see what happens. Anyway, uh, hope you all have a good night. You all stay safe. And this is Ashley Winsong, signing off.